So, Tony, you just recently had a birthday?
I did, Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of those big ones with a 0 behind it.
With a 0.
At the end, yeah.
Turned 80 years old.
Thanks.
You don't look it.
Ouch. Okay.
No, you really just turned 40. Hey, I'm Miles here with another Top Stock episode. Joining us today is our senior energy consultant, Tony Porter. Tony, Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you again.
Today we want to talk about warranties and service on a solar system.
Sure. Big topic.
Definitely. My first question today is, how does SolarTops specifically decide on what products they want to use on an installation?
Sure. Well, if we can buy American, we will. If there's a product that we can get from an American company, that's big to us. The other thing is we're going to test it before we sell it. And lastly, if it's going to be a company that stands behind their product so that we can stand behind our product.
Now, how does SolarTops service stand above the rest? We debate all the time about local versus national. How does SolarTops stand above the rest?
Sure. Honestly, the best service call that you're going to get in solar is the one that doesn't happen.
Right.
Because you pick the right company, because you pick the right equipment, because they pick the right equipment. So that's the best service call, is the one that doesn't happen. But if in the event of things, of unforeseen events, whatever's going on, what's going to separate SolarTops really is our top-down accountability, being an in-house shop, no subcontractors. You do business with SolarTops, and that's who you're doing business with, nobody else.
Awesome.
And that's going to be the first best thing, is that communication.
Definitely. Or lack thereof, right?
Yes, right.
Lack of a call, I guess I should say. We will definitely talk to our customers, but...
It's nice that you don't ever have to.
Exactly.
That's the best.
Exactly. So, Tony, what happens when someone buys their system this year, 2022, and then all of a sudden the solar panel goes out in 2044, hypothetically?
Okay. Well, we're selling REC Panasonic modules today. All have comprehensive 25-year labor, replacement, testing, shipping, that good stuff. 2044, your panel goes out. You bought it this year. SolarTops is going to be authorized to replace that panel, and God forbid a meteor hit SolarTops.
Right.
I hope not. But the manufacturers, those warranties are still in effect. That's why picking the right companies in the first place to represent is important.
Wow. 22 years later.
22 years later.
And no meteors later.
No, please. Thank you.
Yeah. What does the future look like for solar technology?
I get this a lot. People want to know. I'm investing in this long-term investment, and they want to know, is there something better right down the road? Well, the truth is there is great technology in the future of solar. Most of it's in the laboratory still. None of it we can afford yet, but there is some terrific things down the road. In the short term, there's some battery technology that's very exciting, modular tech where we can expand it and actually store enough energy to really keep a home running in an outage. That's down the road a piece, but we do represent batteries today, terrific stuff that can store enough energy to keep your house afloat, keep your critical loads running even in an outage. We can do that today. But down the road, whole house battery backup will be standard, I think.
Wow. That's incredible.
Timeline on that is difficult to say, but I'm very hopeful.
Wow. Okay. Me too. So as a SolarTops customer, we kind of talked about the coverage that you get, but
Sure.
What kind of support do I get out of my system as a SolarTops customer specifically? Okay.
We've talked about before about monitoring. That's your first link, quite literally, to your system's performance. And with that, you're able to see what it is, what your system is doing at any given time, and generate reports. I love the Enphase Enlighten app that we provide to all of our customers. And with that, you can actually see what it's doing. That's the first step. It's also nice that here we are, 2022, SolarTops can look at a system and diagnose problems that we don't even have to roll a truck for, that we would have 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. We would have to drive out to the home to see it, but now we can just look at it remotely, which is nice. That's the other thing about a service call that never happens, because we can diagnose from the office. That's helpful. And of course, if we do find something from the office in our review of a system, then we would roll a truck if we needed to.
Okay. Well, that makes for another Top Stock episode discussing warranties and support. Tony, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
If you'd like to learn more, please visit our website, and also you can like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we will be consistently producing these types of episodes to answer your questions. Thanks so much for joining us today.